Māui, the legendary trickster hero god, accomplished impossible feats through cleverness and divine strength. Welcome to Deca Rankings. If you want to know things, you're in the right place. The topic for today is Top 10 Most Powerful Polynesian Gods. Across the vast Pacific Ocean, where ancient navigators followed star paths between scattered island paradises, the Polynesian gods ruled over a maritime civilization that spanned thousands of miles of open water. These deities embodied the primal forces of volcano and ocean, wind and wave that shaped the dramatic landscapes where their peoples built thriving cultures. Today we rank the 10 most powerful gods of Polynesian mythology, from the least to the most mighty. Number 10. Laka. Laka, the graceful goddess of hula, fertility and wild plants, danced through Hawaiian forests with movements that taught humans the sacred art of expressing divine stories through rhythm and motion. Her power flowed through every swaying palm and every dancer who moved in harmony with natural rhythms. Ancient Hawaiian traditions honored her as the divine source of hula, the sacred dance that preserved mythological knowledge while celebrating the beauty of island life. She possessed the ability to inspire artistic creativity, ensure fertility, and teach proper relationships between human culture and nature. Her worship involved elaborate hula performances, flower offerings, and ceremonies celebrating feminine creative power. Modern hula traditions continue her legacy as the goddess who transformed dance into prayer. Number 9. Poliahu. Poliahu, the beautiful snow goddess of Mauna Kea, wielded the power of ice and snow that crowned Hawaii's highest peaks while engaging in legendary battles with her fiery sister Pele. Her domain encompassed the sacred White Summit, where snow created a celestial realm above tropical forests. Ancient traditions described her epic conflicts with Pele as cosmic battles between opposing forces, with their contests determining geographic features across the islands. She possessed the power to freeze lava flows, create snowstorms on tropical mountains, and provide pure mountain waters. Her worship involved pilgrimages to high-altitude sacred sites and ceremonies honoring the purity of snow and ice. Today, her legacy continues in Hawaiian practices that honor mountain sacredness and environmental protection of high-altitude ecosystems. Number 8. Hi'iaka. Hi'iaka, the beloved sister of Pele and goddess of hula and healing, possessed gentle power to heal both body and spirit, while serving as a bridge between destructive volcanic force and nurturing feminine energy. Her mastery of traditional medicine, sacred dance, and diplomatic wisdom made her essential to maintaining harmony among Hawaiian deities. Ancient stories describe her epic journey across the Pacific to fetch Pele's lover, demonstrating loyalty and courage while facing supernatural challenges. She possessed the ability to cure any illness through medicinal plants, teach proper hula performance, and mediate between conflicting divine forces. Her worship involved healing ceremonies combining medicine with spiritual practice and hula performances honoring her divine teaching. Modern Hawaiian healing practices and hula schools preserve her legacy of wisdom and compassion. Number 7. Haumea. Haumea, the divine mother goddess of childbirth and fertility, possessed miraculous power to give birth to islands, deities, and the abundance of life that flourished throughout Polynesian waters. Her body was the earth itself, with her fertility creating lush landscapes that sustained Pacific Island civilizations. Ancient traditions credited her with teaching women sacred midwifery knowledge and life-sustaining skills essential for community survival. She possessed the ability to shapeshift between human and land forms, control fertility of people and plants, and provide divine wisdom for successful childbirth. Her worship involved elaborate fertility ceremonies, agricultural rituals, and women's societies preserving her sacred knowledge. Today, her legacy continues in Pacific cultures, honoring traditional childbirth practices and agricultural methods recognizing farming's spiritual dimensions. Number 6. Māui. Māui, the legendary trickster hero god, accomplished impossible feats through cleverness and divine strength that reshaped the Pacific world for humanity's benefit. His adventures included fishing up islands from the ocean floor, slowing the sun to create longer days, and bringing fire to mortals. Ancient traditions throughout the Pacific preserved countless stories of his exploits, recognizing him as the divine benefactor who transformed hardship into prosperity. He possessed superhuman strength, magical fishhooks that could capture anything, and cunning necessary to outwit powerful supernatural beings. His worship involved storytelling traditions, fishing ceremonies honoring his gifts, and recognition of his presence in natural features he created. Modern Pacific storytelling and popular culture celebrate his heroic adventures as examples of overcoming impossible challenges through creativity and determination. Number 5. Pele. Pele, the volcanic goddess of Hawaii, wielded awesome power to create and destroy islands through her control over lava, fire, and geological forces that built the Hawaiian island chain. Her fiery temperament made her both creator and destroyer, bringing forth new land while consuming forests and communities that failed to show respect. Ancient traditions described her journey across the Pacific, seeking a permanent home, with volcanic activity creating the island chain as she moved from older to newer formations. She possessed the power to appear as beautiful woman or terrifying fire goddess, control all volcanic activity, and determine the fate of anyone entering her domain. Her worship required careful attention to traditional protocols and respect for kapu governing volcanic areas. Today, her legacy continues in Hawaiian cultural practices, honoring volcanic sacredness and spiritual traditions, recognizing Pele as a living goddess, shaping both landscape and community life. Number 4. Kanaloa. Kanaloa, the mysterious god of the ocean and healing, commanded the vast underwater realm while possessing wisdom necessary to heal physical ailments and spiritual imbalances. His domain encompassed endless Pacific depths, healing springs bubbling from underground sources, and medicinal knowledge connecting ocean and terrestrial healing traditions. Ancient traditions paired him with Cain as a divine duo, representing complementary creation aspects, with Kanaloa governing hidden, fluid aspects, balancing Cain's visible creative power. He possessed the ability to control ocean currents, provide healing through water therapy, and serve as the divine source of medicinal knowledge. His worship involved ocean ceremonies, healing rituals combining water therapy with spiritual practice, and community gatherings celebrating his role in maintaining balance between visible and hidden existence aspects. Today, his legacy continues in Pacific healing traditions and holistic health practices, recognizing water as a medium for physical and spiritual healing. Number 3. Lono. Lono, the beneficent god of fertility, peace, and harvest, brought abundance through his control over seasonal rains, agricultural fertility, and peaceful conditions necessary for successful farming. His influence peaked during Makahiki season, when communities celebrated his gifts through festivals honoring agricultural abundance and temporary warfare suspension. Ancient traditions recognized him as the divine source of agricultural success, with his favor determining whether crops would flourish or communities would face hardship. He possessed the power to control rainfall patterns, ensure soil fertility, and provide peaceful social conditions for agricultural communities to thrive. His worship involved elaborate seasonal festivals, agricultural ceremonies honoring his gifts, and peacemaking rituals suspending conflicts during harvest seasons. Today, his legacy continues in Pacific agricultural traditions, seasonal festivals honoring harvest abundance, and peace movements drawing inspiration from his example of divine authority exercised through beneficence. Number 2. Ku. Ku, the mighty god of war, strength, and male power, embodied fierce protective energy necessary for Pacific communities to defend territories and maintain social order, enabling civilization to flourish in challenging maritime environments. His domain encompassed all conflict forms, while his strength empowered warriors, builders, fishermen, and leaders whose power sustained island societies. Ancient traditions recognized him as the divine source of masculine energy, with his favor essential for successful warfare, construction projects, and leadership qualities necessary for effective governance. He possessed the power to inspire battle courage, provide supernatural strength, and ensure victory for communities properly honoring his warrior code. His worship involved elaborate temple complexes, warrior initiation ceremonies, and human sacrifices demonstrating ultimate devotion. Today, his legacy continues in martial arts traditions, honoring warrior spirituality and leadership development, recognizing spiritual dimensions of authority channeled through community service. Number 1. Kane. Kane, the supreme creator god of light, life, and fresh water, wielded fundamental creation power, bringing forth islands, first humans, and all life-sustaining elements that made Pacific Island civilization possible. His name meant man in its highest sense, representing divine consciousness and creativity that animated all existence. Ancient Polynesian cosmology recognized him as the source of sunlight, powering all life, fresh water sustaining it, and consciousness elevating humanity above mere animal existence. He possessed the power to create life from inanimate matter, provide pure water for all biological processes, and serve as divine father whose wisdom guided human development toward spiritual maturity. His worship involved sunrise ceremonies honoring his daily light gift, water blessing rituals acknowledging his provision of life's most essential element, and creation chants preserving knowledge of his cosmic role. Today, his legacy continues in Pacific spiritual practices honoring sunrise and fresh water, environmental movements protecting watershed resources, and philosophical traditions recognizing consciousness as the fundamental creative principle underlying all existence. These Polynesian gods embodied the maritime wisdom of peoples who navigated vast ocean distances to create thriving civilizations on scattered Pacific islands. Their mana flowed through volcanic landscapes, coral reefs, and star-guided voyages connecting island communities across thousands of miles. Though missionary activity transformed their worship, their spiritual essence endures in living Pacific cultures, and the recognition that island peoples developed sophisticated understanding of divine forces governing ocean, land, and sky. Like this video, and subscribe to Deca Rankings for more videos like this.